piggers. A lot of up and down. Yeah. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go. Little lung problems on a few of them too. Yeah. They're big. I give them that. Well, it's always good to start over again. Got a new group of pigs in up here. They've been in here for about a day and a half now. Pretty good sized pigs overall, but there's a lot of variance in size. So I think they average probably 65 pounds, somewhere in there, which generally that's quite a bit bigger than what we receive normally, but that's what they brought us. I've mentioned it before, we custom feed, so we just take what we get. I'd say the range that we generally get in is probably 30-80 pounds we've gotten before, and there's definitely some 80-pound pigs in here, and I'm telling you, there's some pigs that are probably less than 20. So generally it's not that big a variance, like I said, but I don't know if they had some health issues or what happened, but so yeah, it's they're looking a lot better than they did when they came in. That's all I can say. So to better explain, when we get new ones in, we take what this time they shorted us, and they actually shorted what they told me, so I got a few more in the other barn than I do in this barn, but generally there's 12 pens total in here. The end one down there is split in half, and I'll explain that in a little bit, but so I'll take the number that we're going to put in this barn, which we got 1,100 head in here, so, and I'll divide that by 11 pens, so obviously that's 100 pigs per pen. So we'll put 100 pigs in each pen, and then that'll leave those two end pens down there empty, and that's what we'll use for our sort pens. The first one is kind of basically used as a hospital or a sick pen. The worst pigs, the ones that need the most attention, do that for two reasons: to put them together so they have the best fighting chance. Another reason is so they're all in one spot, so we can treat them, and doctor them and keep a better eye on them that way. And also, lastly, is it's right next to the door, so that way I would say probably, like this group anyways, just judging by what I've got down there, there's probably going to be 50% of those that I end up dragging out, either having to euthanize them or they just don't make it. So they must have been a little crowded where they were at. There's some side biting. You can see some of the sores on some of the sides of them, and like this one here, the tips of his ears have gotten chewed on. So that's generally something they'll do when the environment's not quite right, or if they're too crowded, that type of thing. And different genetic pigs, there's different ones that are worse on that too. Some that are more ornery or something, apparently. So they're looking a lot better since they've gotten in here, and they got a lot more room to run around probably than what they had in the nursery. So we'll walk down here and I'll show you what we got in our sick pen. Between the two barns, I probably pulled off maybe 70 head in each barn. We'll look here. That's what our temperatures are. We're averaging just over 70 degrees in here, which is about where we want to be for this size of pig. It actually might be a little bit warm, but so yeah, they're comfortable. They're laying pretty decent. They are piled up a little bit here and there, but for the most part, they're laying out pretty decent. So in here we've got some smaller ones, some other ones that look like they needed attention, and some of them have perked up pretty good since yesterday. And in here we've got the roughest stuff, a few of them that have leg injuries. That one's obviously got a big sore and a big problem with his leg there. Small scrubby runts and stuff. Just generally what I would consider kind of junk pigs. So we're gonna come grade them, mark up the ones that they want me to get rid of, and after we do that, then I'll get these treated up and see if we can't turn them around. So generally, most groups aren't this bad, but like I said, they must have had some problems in the nursery or something, or whoever was running them just wasn't a very good caretaker. So, but we'll do our best with them and see how we get along. So hopefully take you along for this turn and give you a better idea of how we do things, and kind of get a better idea how long we have them. With some of these being 80 pounds, we'll probably start marketing out of here in 15 weeks. So it's crazy, you can take a pig that size in 15 weeks, he's ready to be butchered. But so we'll see what happens. And like I said, they've been in here for about a day and a half now, looking a lot better than they did when they came in. So we'll take you along here. Here's the second barn. Yuck. Feel bad for some of these guys. Need to definitely got to do something with them, but you can see a lot of these right in here for a few pins are a lot smaller pigs. A lot of really up and down stuff. Some not so great ones. So yeah, this is the other barn. So what do you think?